everyone, it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, but I'm happy to be back. I'm making it a goal to be more consistent on YouTube. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you what my trip to Switzerland and Italy consisted of. So if you didn't already know, I traveled to Switzerland and Italy back in May. If you know me, you know that Switzerland has been my dream vacation since forever ago, and I'm so glad that I went. I am so glad that I can finally cross that off my bucket list, but I still want to go back another time because I don't think I spent enough time there. I would definitely want to go back. Okay, so before we start with the vlog, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. So this isn't like a typical vlog where I'm just like in front of the camera and telling you what's going on. Originally, I was planning on doing that, but this trip was a little too, I don't know if chaotic is the right word, but it was just too crazy, too fast-paced to actually do that. But I still got a lot of good footage, so I'll be showing you that footage, but just like in a different format, which you'll see right now. But yeah, just a quick disclaimer, it's not your regular typical vlog. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because I will be posting more consistently now. So hit that subscribe button and click on the bell button so that you get notified every time that I upload. So starting off with day one and day two, day one and day two basically consisted of us flying. So we flew from Houston to Atlanta, where we had a super long layover. I think it was like 8 hours, and you're looking at the clip right now of us just taking a nap because the layover was so long and we were so tired. And then from Atlanta we flew to Milan, Italy, which is where my cousin was living at the time. So then we took a train from the airport to Milano Centrale, which is their train station, which you're looking at right now. And then from the train station, we walked over to our Airbnb. It was only like a 5-minute walk. And then this is the view from our Airbnb. And then after getting installed, we went to go eat. So that's basically what we did. My cousin took us to this restaurant and we ate there. After we ate, we went to the, I guess, downtown. I don't know if that was downtown, but we went to like the mall. Another thing is that they drive freaking crazy over there. Like, I thought they drove crazy in Milan, but they drive even crazier in Rome, which you'll see in a little bit. And that's basically all we did for day one, technically day two as well. Since Italy is 7 hours ahead, we technically lost a day because I guess you can say we time traveled to the future. So that was day one and day two. Honestly, we didn't do much in Milan. Milan is not very touristy. We just landed there because that's where my cousin, who was studying abroad there at the time, was living. And shout out to him, George, you're the best. He was literally the best tour guide ever. It was like literally our lifesaver. If we would have gone by ourselves, I'm pretty sure we would have not survived because it was very crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, that was what day one and day two consisted of. We were just really tired because we hadn't slept in over 24 hours. So that first day we just wanted to sleep and nothing else. So that's what we did. For day three, we woke up really early and we took a train to Switzerland. So we rented an Airbnb and we stayed in this little city called Interlaken. So once we got there, we just settled in our Airbnb. We got ready really quick. We ate, and then we took another train to another little city there in Switzerland, which is called Grindelwald. I don't know how to say it. They have really complicated names. So when we got there, we basically just did a lot of walking. We went to the little souvenir shops and we did a lot of shopping. And honestly, we just took a bunch of pictures because the view was beautiful. Like, I'm telling you, the view of Switzerland, anywhere in Switzerland, is beyond beautiful, as you can see in these pictures. And honestly, something that I've told everybody, the camera does not do it justice. Like, being there in person is so much better, like so different than what the camera captures. Like, it's insane. And so we didn't technically get to do what we wanted to do in Grindelwald because we were already a little too late because it would get dark and they don't operate once the sun goes down. We went back to the city that we're staying in, to Interlaken, and we basically just explored the city. We looked up things to do there in Interlaken, and then we saw on Google that we could do this, or that we can take this train up to the top of Interlaken, which is called Harder Colm, something like that. It's literally the top of a mountain and you can see the entire city of Interlaken, and it's like literally so beautiful. Like the view is breathtaking. So that was what we did on day 3. On day 4 we went back to Grindelwald, which is the city that we had gone to the day before. And then this time we actually got to do what we wanted to do. So we took these gondolas, which we'll see the clips of right now. We took these gondolas up to a mountain and we went to the first cliff walk. And this is basically just footage of us in the gondola. And then this is where we get to the first cliff walk. So it's literally just like a bridge on the side of like a mountain, like on the side of a cliff type of thing. And so we just took a bunch of pictures there and we walked around. And then when we bought the tickets to go to the first cliff walk, or technically the first cliff walk is free, you just had to buy the tickets for the gondolas to take you up there. And if you want to buy tickets for anything else, you can. So they have other activities. They have like a zip line, and then they have other things like activities like that. So we bought tickets to do one activity. So we chose the mountain carts, and the best way that I can explain it is like a real life Mario Kart. It was definitely worth it, worth the money for sure. It was so much fun.
I thought it was gonna be a lot slower. I didn't think it was gonna be this fast. This is so cool.
The girl in front of me, she fell.
She did?
And so that was basically it. And then we took a train back to Interlaken. And before we went to our Airbnb, we stopped to get food because we were hungry. So that was it for day 4. So the next day we took a train down to Rome. We took multiple trains actually because there wasn't just one train that went directly there. But anyways, after we arrived to Rome, we again went to our Airbnb to drop off our luggage. After that, we headed to the city basically to explore. So the first thing that we did after getting installed at our Airbnb, we walked to this beautiful place called the Piazza Navona. I think that's how you say it. And then we walked over to the Pantheon, which is this like Catholic church or like this cathedral. And then after that, we walked over to the Trevi Fountain, which if you've seen the Lizzie McGuire movie, you know what I'm talking about. This is a fountain that her and Gordo were at whenever they made the wish or whatever. I'll insert the clip right now.
I'm in Rome with my best friend. I'm good. You made one.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we went to the Trevi Fountain, and then after that we went to the, in English it's called Altar of the Fatherland, which is this beautiful building right here. We weren't able to get in because it was closed, but we were able to take pictures outside. And then after that we went to go eat. Cousin had made dinner reservations for us, so we went to go eat. We went to this restaurant and I got a super delicious pasta called cacio e pepe. I'm gonna insert pictures of the food right here. These are all the foods that I ate in Italy and they were freaking delicious. So this is a cacio e pepe right here, and then these were gnocchis, and then this other pasta that I forgot what it was, but it was delicious. So that's basically what I ate in Rome. And then after that we just walked to our Airbnb. But yeah, that was basically it for day 5. So moving on to day 6, we woke up super early to go to the Vatican, which is where the Pope, I don't think he lives there, but that's where he gives mass, whatever. I'm not Catholic, I don't know anything about this, but it's a very famous landmark. Not gonna lie, it was really pretty. The cathedral and then the Vatican Museum, everything was so pretty, and you'll see it in the clips that I showed. The architecture of everything is just beyond beautiful. This is the view from, I think, the Vatican Museum. And this is a clip of the traffic. Like right there, the traffic is slow, but you can see that everybody is just merging into everybody's lane, like nobody cares. Anyways, that was when we were waiting for our bus to go to the Colosseum. And so that was basically it for day 6. Like I said, I didn't vlog many things in between because I'm telling you, everything over there was so chaotic, especially in Rome. So I will say Rome was very, very beautiful. A lot of historical landmarks are there. It's definitely worth like seeing at least once in your life. I probably wouldn't go back to Rome, but I'm glad that I got to see that and experience that. I will say Rome is one of the busiest cities there in Italy. It was very packed, very chaotic, so many people, very crazy drivers. It was just crazy. So that was it for day 6. Moving on to day 7, we woke up really early in the morning to take a train, several trains down to the Amalfi Coast. So once we arrived to the Amalfi Coast, we stayed in the island of Amalfi.
Bye.
So once we arrived, we took up all our luggage to the Airbnb. You'll see in a clip in a little bit how the houses there are structured and like built or whatever. So it's basically all up a hill. So our Airbnb was almost at the top of that hill, and there are no streets, there are no elevators, there's nothing that can take you up there but your 2 legs. It was literally, and I'm telling you literally because we counted the amount of steps that it took to get up there. It was 300 steps to get up to our Airbnb. Nope, that was a struggle. That was definitely a struggle. But this is the view that we had from our Airbnb, which was 100% worth it. So then we walked down to the Amalfi Coast again. So we ate, and then we just hung out and chilled right there on the coast for a little bit. And then we went to, I guess, what you would call downtown, where they have like all the little stores and stuff. So we went souvenir shopping, and then we went back to our Airbnb. So that was day 7. Day 8, we rented a little boat to basically go to other islands. Along the Amalfi Coast, there's other islands. Now, we had only rented this boat for a certain amount of time. So the time that it took us to get to the island of Capri, we did not have enough time to explore the actual island because we had to come back by a certain time. But I will say the boat ride was so much fun. So then we took the boat back to Amalfi, and then again we ate and we explored a little bit more of the city of Amalfi, and then we went back to our Airbnb. So the next day we went back to the island of Capri because we really wanted to explore it the day before. We just didn't get a chance to, but this time instead of renting the boat, we took the ferry, which is what most people do, but we didn't want to do that because with the ferry it's just going straight there. Like what we did is we would stop at each island to kind of take pictures and stuff like that, and we basically just took our time going to the island, whereas with the ferry you just went straight there and you didn't really get a good view. So I'm definitely glad we did the boat the day before, and then taking the ferry was also a good idea that next day. So this is the ferry right here. So when we arrived to Capri, we got tickets to go to the Blue Grotto. The Blue Grotto is basically like a sea cave, and it's like very, very tiny. But once you're in there, like it looks so beautiful. It's still very tiny in there. Like it does not last more than 5 minutes.
All right. You want? Yeah. Okay.
And then we just went to eat. This is the picture of my favorite dish in the Amalfi Coast. It's a panini, but it was the most delicious panini ever. And then this lemon soda is basically carbonated lemonade, which was delicious. And then this pizza that doesn't look so good, but was delicious. And this, by far, my favorite thing that I ever had, this sorbeto di limon. Oh my gosh, it's literally just a lemon sorbet, but it was so delicious, and I hate that I loved it so much because I'm craving it so bad. On day 9, we sadly had to leave the Amalfi Coast. I got several clips of the guys that were helping us with our luggage, but mainly I just wanted to show you the stairs that we had to go through to get to our Airbnb. You can just imagine how it was going up. Shout out to these guys for helping us. I mean, we paid them, but still. And so that was our last day in Amalfi, and then we took a bus and several trains back to Milan. So then as soon as we arrived to Milan, we went to this Mexican restaurant. It was the best Mexican food that you can find there. It was pretty good. It was different, but it was really good. Then we just explored a little bit of Milan, and that was basically it for this trip. The next day, we spent that day flying back over to Houston. Like I said in the beginning, this trip was so chaotic, but so worth it. So that was Switzerland and Italy in 10 days. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys soon in my next video.